슬픈 말은 하지 마라.
Seems to be in a very good mood. You were humming a song while folding your clothes before arranging them inside a suitcase. Even by thinking about it, the smile never wants to leave your lips. Finally, I'm going to fulfill my last wish from the bucket list of last year. I can't believe we are going to Paris. I'm so excited. You did a little dance in happiness when suddenly the doorbell rings. It must be Jungkook. It was 9 p.m. and you knew who was at the door. You quickly put the dress in your hands in the suitcase and walked outside the room to open the door. You open the door before greeting him with a sweet and soft smile, but it never does any work on him. As usual, or you can say looking a bit more tense than usual, he took off his shoes and walked inside, leaving you at the door. Thinking that he might have a bad day, you ignored it and closed the door before walking in the living room behind him. I have prepared the dinner already. Do you wanna have it first or you'll do work? Just leave it in the kitchen. I'll eat when I feel like. Your husband, John Jungkook, he's cold as ice. You still don't know the reason why he talks to you like he has to force himself, but thinking that you are only married for 2 months now and he's still dealing with the heartache of losing his ex-girlfriend, you try to ignore it and do your best to be a good wife. He was sitting resting his head on the back of the couch while his eyes closed. Okay, you said, biting your lower lip because there was more that you wanted to talk to him, and that's why you thought that when you eat dinner you'll remind him about the trip. But he doesn't seem in a good mood to talk about this topic. With a very heavy heart you went inside the room. All your excitement and happiness faded away. Jungkook's POV. I was feeling so broken right now. My heart feels so heavy and so much has happened that it's so hard to keep everything inside. I wish I could get a shoulder to cry, but then I look back and realize I don't have people where I can show them my weak side. Everyone expects me to be a perfect man. Then I remember the words said by someone who was dear to my heart. You used to be my everything until she was gone. I don't deserve to be loved because I don't know how to give it back. I'm selfish. If she was here, I wouldn't have to tell how I'm feeling. She would have already sensed my pain and calmed me down, talked to me. I know not everyone is same and I cannot expect the same with Vian. She has a different nature and our relationship doesn't seem that strong. I'm at fault too because no matter how much I try, it's always hard for me to show her my real and weak side. She thinks of me exactly what she sees and it's always a cold person. I decided to get refreshed and take a bath first, so I got up and walked towards the bedroom. Jungkook came in the room and saw you were packing your bag. He got a little confused because he completely forgot about the trip. He has lost a very big deal today, plus recently there's a lot of challenges that his company is facing and he's trying to protect everything. Why are you packing your bag? Are you going somewhere? He asked, making you look at him confused. Did you forget that we have to leave for Paris day after tomorrow? I was packing for that only. I'll pack your stuff too, you can just tell me. Jungkook looked at you. Now he remembered that he promised you to take you to your favorite place for a kind of honeymoon because he doesn't want you to feel suffocated in this marriage. Sometimes he's in a good mood and he often tries to make this marriage work because he doesn't want to make you to feel unwanted and ignored in this marriage, but maybe you don't understand his feelings. He feels that way because when he doesn't want to talk, you stay away from him and never really try to know how his day was or whether he's happy or not. He doesn't say a word and went inside the bathroom, leaving you confused. Did I say anything wrong? Why does he look mad? You sighed. According to you, you are trying your best to be a good wife, but his behavior and cold nature sometimes hurt you because this marriage is completely opposite of how you thought marriages are. He is never happy with whatever I do. After some time, Jungkook came out of the bathroom. You emptied the bed and put your suitcase aside. Are we going there or not? I did not hear anything from you about this topic since that day. Jungkook came near you. Is that all you care about? Going to Paris or fulfilling your wishes? You were puzzled. He looked hurt and you were not understanding what was wrong. You said that triggered him like this. I only asked you. Yes, it's my fault that I expect something from you. I expect you to come to me and ask about my day or ask me if I'm okay or not. I forget that you are not Mira, who always understands me. Not everyone is same. Your heart broke into millions of pieces when his words directly stabbed you in your heart. Usually he doesn't speak, and because of fear of irritating him, you stay away from him, but now you are sure that he still thinks about his ex more than you. Maybe you were right when you thought he won't accept you as his wife no matter what you do. He already walked away from the room while a drop of tear escaped from your eyes. Jungkook came in the kitchen the next morning and he only saw his breakfast served, but you were nowhere in the house. He looked around and there was no noise or sound that can make him assure that you are inside. He was in a rush, so he just grabbed the toast and started to pack his bag while eating it. You are not good in cooking, so a toast and omelette is everything you can make for breakfast. You were in the garden, watering the plants, which you don't do at this time usually. You get time to water the plants in the evening when you talk to your friends and family over the phone and spend your time in the garden. But today you didn't want to come in front of Jungkook, so after making the breakfast, you came outside so that he doesn't have to see your face. You were hurt by his words last night. He was allowed to complain if he doesn't like something about you. You would love to change it, but he directly compared you with his ex without any hesitation. He never even thought for once like how you would feel hearing that some other woman in his life before you was better than you. To hide your feelings, you came outside. As you turned around, you saw Jungkook who came out of the house. You shifted your eyes to the other side. Jungkook came near you as he looked a little relieved to finally see you. I'm going to the office, might come late today. He waited for your reply, but you didn't say anything, so he sighed a little and walked towards his car before driving. There is a huge part of miscommunication between your relationship. You both don't talk to each other much, although you are ready to listen to him, to spend time with him, but he doesn't look comfortable. That's why you don't force him, and maybe that's the reason Jungkook thinks that you don't care about him, because you don't approach him. Never force him to tell you what's going on in his life and mind, whether he's stressed or not. After he left, you stayed there for some time, lost in your thoughts, and then went inside the house. No, please. Pleasure is ours to work with you. You don't know, but I always wanted to work with you once in my lifetime. I never knew we'll get this opportunity soon. They both got up and shook hands. Thank you very much, sir. This is a very big thing, not only for me but the whole John Enterprises. We won't disappoint you. Mr. Choi smiled and nodded. Sure, okay then let's start the work as soon as possible. Decide the next date of the meeting and let's do it. Sure. Jungkook walked him to the door and he was so happy. Sometimes when things go wrong, it's a sign that something big is coming up. This deal is 10 times better than we are having our dream collaboration. Jungkook smiled and looked at him. True words, I would like to take a week off and then schedule a meeting accordingly. Sure, It has been so hectic. I think you should take a break. Jungkook nodded while the secretary left after some time. Jungkook came in his office. His mind was at peace now. A very big tension was gone and now he took a breath of relief. He suddenly remembered last night and soon guilt surrounded him. I shouldn't have mentioned Mira. Such a stupid. I think that's why she didn't talk to me in the morning. He took out his phone but paused before pressing the dial button but did it anyways. I better apologize before it's too late. The phone rang continuously but you didn't answer. He dialed 2 times but no response. He understood the matter. I'm sorry. I promise I will never bring her in the middle of us ever. Jungkook came in the room after finding you in the entire house. He slowly opened the door only to find you sitting on the mat while your back rested against the bed and you were sleeping resting your head on your knees. He slowly walked inside and closed the door. His eyes then fell on the suitcase that was standing near your closet and it was empty. You took out all the clothes from it and shoved back in the closet. He slowly walked near you and sat on his toes in front of you who was sleeping. He brought his hand near your face to brush your hair back, but he stopped in the middle and lowered them. I think there's no denying in saying that I don't deserve to be loved. This is how I always push away people who try to brighten my life. The whole day today, you didn't talk to him, neither answered his phone. You opened your eyes and found him sitting in front of you. You didn't realize when he came back from the office. You simply got up to make dinner for him but he grabbed your hand holding you back. Jungkook stood up and took a step closer to you. Ryan, I'm sorry for what I said yesterday. I'm feeling guilty about it and I will never repeat it. You looked at him for some time and then slowly removed his hand from yours before walking outside the room. Ryan's POV, I was really surprised when he apologized for his behavior, although it was needed because I would have done the same if I had compared him with any of my exes. Whatever our past was, we can't compare each other based on our previous relationships. Not everyone is the same. Although I'm happy that he realized his mistake, that means he does give some importance to this relationship. Marriage is not an easy thing in the starting period. We have to be very cautious, careful. That's what my mom always says to me when I complain to her that it's getting hard. So why is it only me who cares about it? I came to make dinner because I didn't do it earlier. I was busy unpacking all my stuff in anger. I already know that the plan has ruined and there's no chance of going to Paris. Although I'm mad and I've decided not to talk to him for a while, just to make him understand that he can't expect me to be like his ex. I would never become like her and will never want to. But still I will cook him dinner because it's not good that he stay hungry because of me. I heard his footsteps coming inside the kitchen. Jungkook came inside the kitchen and saw that you were cutting some vegetables. He walked near you. Let me cook tonight. You should go and do your packing. We have to leave for Paris tomorrow, right? Your hands stopped for a second but you hold yourself back and again started doing your work. And if you can then pack my stuff as well. You know what to pack, right? There was no response from you, although he was trying his best to make you reply to him but you remained silent. Ryan, I know what I said yesterday was hurtful. I shouldn't have bring Mira in the middle and should never compared you, but I was really in a horrible mood. So much was happening and everything was going wrong. I just wanted you to sit next to me and ask me how I was feeling. Your hand stopped in the middle once again. You wanted to hear more of what's inside him and what he wants. You would love to hear it if he truly wants to change and make this relationship better. And stronger. You want to know if he's still stuck in his past or wants to improve. You know, I've already told you everything about my past, my relationships, what I was and whom I lost. I did that so in future you won't feel like I betrayed you by hiding anything. I told you all that so that you can make a choice whether you want to accept me or not, and I'm so happy that you still decided to stay. But I think we are lacking communication. We need to talk about ourselves and not the past that we left behind. We need to know each other more. He gently grabbed his shoulders and made you look at him. I'm sorry again. I promise that I'll become a good husband. Please talk to me. Say something and let's just clear everything. Let's start over, please. Your heart skipped a beat. You could see a feeling of apology and genuineness in his eyes. He was ready to change everything, to fix everything in between both of you. He was quick enough to realize his mistake that he did wrong by comparing you to someone you don't need to become. You decided to break the silence so that you can also tell him what things hurt you and what you think he should change so that you won't hesitate talking to him. You will gladly embrace him. He was waiting for you to open your mouth. Ryan, Jungkook, I know I'm not perfect and I swear I'm ready to learn things, to know about you, and you have all the rights to complain if you don't like something about me. But please never compare with someone else because no one is same. I know Mira might have been better than me, but he shook his head. I was a stupid to say that. I swear you are perfect the way you are. Sorry for doing that, but I will never repeat it again. You are perfect. It's just I'm stupid to not understand that. It's okay, since it was one time, I can let it go. He held your hands. Thank you. You looked at him. And I'm sorry as well. I was also a little selfish to give importance to my own happiness. I should have asked you what you were going through. I think I'm not playing my role well. I make you feel lonely. It's not your fault. I myself am not that great, and I think it was a lesson for me to stop and understand before it's too late. Once again, Ryan, I will try to be the best version of myself. I will become the man you will be proud to love. You were shocked, surprised, and overwhelmed. What can be more good than this? It's the sign that from now on your relationship won't be broken and complicated like before. And one more thing, today I got a new contract which I never really dreamt about. I was fed up and tensed about losing a contract yesterday, but things went way too good afterwards. Now I'm free for a whole week. Let's start a new chapter. Let's forget the past and move forward. You smiled and hugged him. You were so overwhelmed that your eyes teared up. He hugged you back and smiled softly. Thank you so much, Ryan. You don't have to. Instead, you can help me in packing stuff for tomorrow because I unpacked everything and it's a lot. He chuckled and rested his chin on the top of your head. Sure, I will love to, but first let's eat something. Would you like to eat pizza? I'll order it now. You broke the hug and smiled before nodding. Yes, I'm craving it. He smiled and took out his phone from the pocket. Let's finish some packing until it arrives. You both walked out of the kitchen. Finally came to your dream city. Last night you landed in Paris, and from the morning you both were visiting places. Jungkook already visited here, so you didn't need any tour guide. You were spending the best time of your life with your favorite person. In the evening, he brought you here at the famous Lock Bridge of Paris. People say that your coming to Paris is incomplete if you didn't visit here. You touched the padlocks that were attached with the railings. I heard that couples write their names on a lock and put it here. That way their love lasts forever. He smiled and nodded before taking out a lock from his pocket. It's a belief, and if it's true, we won't step back to give it a try, right? Your eyes were shining in the light. You nodded. He wrote both of your names on the lock, and you both locked it before throwing the key in the water. Now no one can break us apart. You chuckled, and the next second he lifted you up by your waist, making your eyes widened. I love you, Ryan, and I want to love you forever. I want to move on with you. He was saying all this so loudly without caring about the people around you, who weren't surprised but also happy. He then pressed his lips against yours and kissed you in the middle of the bridge. In between so many people, he was truly in love with you and wanted to forget all his past and create memories with you.